Hi everyone. Today I'm going to interview Nitin Tomar, who is the coordinator for Delhi chapter of the Indian Stammering Association. Hi Nitin.
Hello GP, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm also doing great.
So, if you can tell us first your purpose of your visit to Harbatpur today.
Uh, After a lot of deliberation, myself and Sachin decided to go formal with TISA. By formal, I mean that we decided to register it as a trust so that TISA becomes a formal entity and we can approach corporates, other NGOs, etc. for help. Like we need a meeting space in various cities. We need some monetary help, and there are umpteen things we need. For that, we need TISA to have a formal identity. So for that, registration was necessary, and today we had registered TISA as a charitable trust. So this was my purpose of being in Harbatpur today.
Okay. So, do you feel any different from being associated with TISA today and before TISA being registered?
For me, there is not much of a difference since I have always believed in TISA. So TISA being a formal entity doesn't make much of a difference for me, but it will certainly make a difference for some other people. Like as I said, for people whom we'll be contacting and for people who might be interested in joining us, for them, TISA being a formal entity will make a difference.
According to you, what would be the future role of TISA?
We intend to work for people who stammer. That's our raison d'etre. So we intend to work for people who stammer. We intend to represent them. We intend to form self-help groups in various cities where people will be able to meet each other. People will be able to interact with each other and as the name suggests, self-help. They will be able to help each other. So the TISA's first purpose would be to form SHGs in cities. Then the second purpose would be to form web-based SHGs. The third purpose would be to represent stammerers in if anywhere such representation is necessary, like if there is any discrimination against stammerers or something like that, there TISA will fight on behalf of stammerers. So these will be some of the points where we think we can make a difference.
Any short-term goals for next 6 months or 1 year?
The first short-term goal I have in mind is to have corporate SHGs on the tune of corporate Toastmasters Club. There are umpteen corporate houses in India which have their own Toastmasters Club. So we would like to have self-help groups on similar pattern, like a self-help group for INFI Bangalore as we already have. So the first goal will be to have more such decentralized self-help group, since such kind of groups can meet more regularly and more easily than central groups.
Okay. Other than that, any other goal which you or any other thing which you would like to see in next 6 months or 1 year, may be linked to awareness about stammering or generating awareness about TISA as such?
We would see those are more long-term goals, since I think that such kind of awareness cannot be generated in 6 months or 1 year. The first immediate goal is to have a permanent office for TISA in one of the metros, where we can have some employee handing the phone throughout the day, who can take calls from stammerers or anybody concerned with stammering. Right now, TISA is being run in a very ad hoc manner. I mean, TISA doesn't have any permanent employee or contributor. All the people engaged with TISA are doing it part time. All of us have some or the other full-time job, and we work for TISA only in our part time. So there are times when we are not able to talk to people who want to contact us and all. So I think a big step would be to have a permanent office for TISA and have some permanent employee handling the phone, answering the mails, and also stuff. And then going further, we would certainly like to have more presence in print media, internet media, television and radios, etc. That will certainly help us spreading the awareness about stammering and about our cause.
Do you see any challenges, or I don't know whether I should term it as bottlenecks, but do you see any things which may stop us from creating awareness about stammering, or making people understand the importance of self-help in stammering? Because as I see, there is still a lot of resistance from people approaching self-help groups.
See, JP, I think a very important step in this direction will be the critical mass. Once we attain a critical mass, a certain number of people who are with us, then the rest will follow. Since once people will begin to see the difference an SHG can make, they will themselves shed their inhibitions, their apprehensions, and will join us. So I should say that the first challenge would be to attain that critical mass. And now, to attain that critical mass, we will need some coverage in print media or radio or television. Since internet still has its limitations, it is available to a very elite group of people. It is not available to anybody, and then we still are not very prominent on internet. So to register our presence in people's mind, we will need to make an impact through that additional media. So for that, one important bottleneck would be financial. So Sachin and I would be working on raising the finances as well. And other than this, we had appointed one Mr. Jayaprakash Sunda as the media secretary for the newly formed TISA. So Mr. JP would be approaching and contacting many media houses and would work on how to increase our presence.
Yes, and I would be more than happy to do that.